Hello everyone. Continuing on the Do You Know You Can Do This in Gainsight series, I want to share how do we post programmatically from Gainsight to Slack. Now, Slack's where your company's teams are structured and everyone kind of uses Slack for their day-to-day communications. What this means is when some significant event occurs such as company health score drops or sentiment changes or adoption changes, alerting it in Slack can create this instant visibility across cross-functional teams. And we can also share a workflow via surfacing our CTAs in the relevant Slack channels. And I'm sure there are many other use cases for integrating Slack with Gainsight. So let's jump on to how to do it. There are two ways to do it, and the first one, a webhook, is the simplest of the ways. Let me show you how it's done. So, log into api.slack.com and move to apps and click on create new app. Note, this is not something that is super difficult, it's very simple. I'm choosing my personal Slack and I've created an app. Now in this app, all I want is an incoming webhook. So incoming webhook is what listens to the message we post from Gainsight. So I turn this on, create a new webhook, and for the webhook, I only need what channel do I want to post to. Let me choose the Slack app channel. So this app features demo post to Slack app based on this webhook. Just copy the URL and keep it handy. Now in the Gainsight, go to external actions and create a new action and paste that URL over here. You can select any dummy connector over here for a simple webhook. This is very irrelevant. I will give a name to this action, and the demo is to post CTA programmatically from Gainsight. So I'll call it CTA to Slack. And in the payload part, this is the most relevant part for the URL. I have a payload over here which I've copied. I'm going to paste it here. For Slack, we need text to be mandatorily present because we are posting it as a text in Slack. And on the right hand side, the highlighted part over here contains the most important fields that we are going to share. So if you can see, the CT name bolded over here is the left hand side, and the CTA name in brackets, this is the variable I'm going to populate via the rule. So I've neatly bolded the company too, those asterisks are bolds, and this is all Slack's messaging. Alright, let me test it. I'm going to input all these fields, and after inputting, I'm going to see how this looks in Slack. So this looks great. Now I've created the action. After creating the action, I now need to consume this action in rules engine. So I have a rule where I'm fetching a bunch of fields from CTA object. All these fields contains the fields which I want to surface in Slack. Then I select call external API action and just select the CTA to Slack action that we've recently created. And as you can see, all the variables appear to the left hand side. All these are the variables in the double braces, and all I need to do is map to the relevant field from the rule setup. Now once I've done mapping, what will happen is whenever this action runs for whatever criteria, automatically the value in the right hand side fields gets populated to gets replaced by this tokens in the payload. So I've pre-filled a CTA here. I clicked on create new CTA and I've pre-filled all of this for the demo. It's a sponsored change risk for 22andMe company. Yeah, so I have a playbook and I've filled all these things. Let me save this. And after creating the CTA, I need to run the rule. So let me go to the rule and run it. I want actions to be performed. And rule is running. So I waited till the rule has run. Now it is success. So as you can see, the number of records that are being fetched is one record, which is the one CTA that I've created. And in Slack, this is how it looks. So we've got all the CTA details. Not only that, any updates that a CSM is making to this CTA in the cockpit, we can make sure all of them is synced to the Slack posts via the rule. And that's how you leverage webhook to sync data from Gainsight to Slack. However, not all IT teams of all the companies are okay with webhook based integration. That's where OAuth comes into place. Let's see how to authenticate Slack via OAuth that we already have in Gainsight. Hope this was both insightful and interesting. Thank you for watching till the end.